This is E.T., and this is Mike MacDonald. Seemingly an unlikely record-setting powerlifter, given what appeared to be a frail upper body. In days prior to Dianabol and those later anabolic enhancers, strong men looked like this: huge deltoids, arms, and lats encased by layers of adipose, that's fat. Well, today's powerlifters, thanks to tailored steroids, look more often like this: huge deltoids, arms, and lats, but little fat. But very few strong men, pre or post anabolic steroids, looked anything like Mike MacDonald, whose appearance during his competitive years in the 1970s, and depending on his body weight, resembled something between a college frat boy and a middle management office drone. MacDonald set 35-plus lifting records, 2 of which still stand, despite lacking thick bones and swole muscles. The bench press was Mike's signature lift, although his totals, that's the bench press plus deadlift plus squat, were super impressive too. At 198 pounds, that's 90 kilos, Mike squatted over 650 pounds, that's 295 kilos, and he deadlifted 640 pounds, or 290 kilos. In the bench press, Mike was able to lift, weighing in the 242 class, 635 pounds, 288 kilos. His goal was never size or musculature or symmetry. It was strength, something that this Duluth, Minnesota native went at with a vengeance. That was upon his return from military service as a naval corpsman, for which Mike earned the Medal of Valor. That was for courage in battle in Vietnam. Mike MacDonald followed his own drummer, and he achieved miraculous strength gains, following these odd but successful methods. Mike was, in short, the Vince Gironda of strength. His routine was simple. He worked out the power lifts only, deadlift, squat, and bench press, using very low repetitions, but extremely heavy weights. And he worked each lift 3 times per week. Essential to Mike's success was the bar that he used, the cambered bar, seen here, with a 32-inch grip. That's about 81 centimeters. That kept his hands far below chest level when he lowered the bar, emulating dumbbells. It would stretch the pectorals and deltoids. Mike would lower the bar. He'd hold it for about 5 seconds. Now remember, this is maximum poundage. And then with the smooth ease of a hydraulic jack, he'd push the bar back up. Mike also trained with a standard straight bar too. Mike's 3 times per week workout schedule seems extreme today, but it sure worked for him. That said, Mike MacDonald never worked out if he was still sore from a previous workout. Mike MacDonald trained and competed raw. That means he did not harness up in those clownish lifting suits with the spring-like woven fibers, tailored to fit perfectly, that add huge percentages to individual and total lifts. But Mike is reported to have used steroids, but obviously not in the doses used today. Mike MacDonald died January of 2018. He was 69, cause of death leukemia. He'll remain to many what Judge Biasiotto called the greatest bench presser who ever walked the face of the earth. Final note: the best book, in my opinion, on early powerlifting is Terry Todd's Inside Powerlifting. It's out of print, but it is available. This is E.T. Hit the like button, or if you have to, the dislike. But do subscribe.